Hi everybody, what's up? I wanted to formally introduce myself and tell everybody a little bit about my story, how I've evolved as a chess player, and hopefully, people that want to emulate the same progress, maybe they could do the same. Hopefully, you notice some results on your way on becoming a better chess player. So, having said that, I learned how to play chess when I was in third grade. One of my uncles taught me in Orlando, and then I ended up moving to Colombia. And my father used to have a business partner who basically was a chess fanatic. I mean, this guy had a mini chess set that he would take everywhere, and he would play with my dad. He'd play with us, and he really didn't know anything about openings or about chess theory in general. But we would play so much that I became a fanatic just like him. And I hardly ever beat him. Like, I probably beat him 2 times or something like that. And it was just like, there were big moments for me because to beat him was like something special. And, we praised that. And, and yeah, so having had that experience when I moved back over to Miami, I lived in 8th Street, close to 8th Street and 27th Avenue, which is where the chess club was located. And as you know, Miami or the United States in general, is loaded with immigrants, and people just gravitate over to this country. And Miami is known to have a huge Cuban population, and Cubans are known to have a great chess culture. They had a world champion, which was Cuban, right, Jose Capablanca, and they're a communist country, and they've been a communist country for a really long time. And as you know, communist countries, they sponsor their athletes, and chess players are considered athletes, and so they've had a culture of chess and of chess players, or a community of chess players, where they essentially they would train and they would get better, etc., etc. So these chess players, when they ended up coming over to Miami, they created their own community. I became a part of it, so I started going to the chess club, and I began playing with all types of people. You'd play with lawyers, you'd play with doctors, you'd play with street thugs, you'd play with everyone. It was just it was great because through chess everybody was equal, and it didn't matter that I was 12 years old, because if I could beat you, it was worthy to play a chess game. And it was just excellent experience growing up. I think that those were probably some of the best years of my life, actually. And I got into scholastic chess, and I got more serious into chess in seventh grade because I changed schools, and when I changed schools, I really didn't have that many friends, and so my mother bought me this program. She bought me Chessmaster 7000, and I mean, Chessmaster 7000 was the shit because Chessmaster 7000 basically had this website called MPlayer, and in MPlayer you would be able to log in through Chessmaster, or you'd actually have to go to MPlayer to use your chess. I can't remember exactly what the whole details was, but you'd play through MPlayer, and you'd meet these people, and it was just like great because in school I didn't have all that many friends, and so I would be able to play chess. And then Josh Waitskin will like tutor you, and he'd get heavy into the videos, and I truly enjoyed playing with that program. It taught me a lot. I used to play games versus the computer, and then at the bottom of the screen, like down at the bottom, you would see the name of the opening. And you just want to play a ton of games because you want to see what openings there were. And so you'd have the engine analyze the game, and then it'll give you a little historical background on the opening. And so, oh my god, for a chess addict, that's like, you become a fiend of information and of knowledge. It's incredible. So, having had that experience, I got together with the chess club. I started playing a lot. I started becoming better. I started competing in tournaments. I started ranking in my tournaments, and my rating progressively started going up until eventually I got into high school. And when I got in high school, I played the K-12 championship, and I ended up winning that tournament, which was a big event for me because scholastically, I was able to represent my state versus other state champions, and I was able to compete in that competition. It's called the Danker tournament, and then I was able to get into college. And here's a little secret, just between you and I never graduated high school. I had to, one of my teachers didn't want to let me graduate because I had too many absences. And so it was incredibly ironic. I won the state chess championship, but I don't graduate high school, which is funny, right? So I had to I had to basically go to college. They had this fast start program where if you start immediately, if you register to the class, they would let you get the first class would be free, and then the second one you'd have to pay for, and you'd be a member of the college. And so what I said was that I was waiting on my GED results to come in, and that if I were able to provide them as soon as I got them. And it's incredible. But that plus that, the college had a chess team and they wanted me to be in the team. So, I was instantly admitted into the college. So I actually got into college without a high school degree. And thanks to chess, basically, I could only thank chess for doing so much for me. So I played in college, and I played for the Miami-Dade chess team. You could Google them, you could see all the information about them. So I played on Final Four tournaments, just like Final Four for basketball in college. There was Final Four for chess, and we ended up in we ranked a couple of times in third place, and just excellent experience. I was able to play against top level competition, and it was great basically. After that, I stopped playing chess after about 2 years of college, and I began working, and I started working for a website called chess.com. You can check them out. You go to chess.com /videos. I contributed to creating the videos. I would basically work with the video authors, and I'd record their lectures, and then I'd prepare them so that they could be live at the site. And it was great because I was able to work with just some of the best chess players in the country, and so that was just a great experience. So now you know a little bit about what I've done as a chess player. Let me tell you about my title. I played a tournament in 2007 called the National Open, and I went 5.5 from 6. I could have pushed the last round because I had the white pieces. I played an exchange Caro-Kann, and I had traded queens. There was basically no way that my opponent was going to beat me. But if he got to where he got to, I'm pretty sure that he could have probably had a good result. And so I offered him a draw. My opponent accepted, and I ended up winning first place. So I became a master after that tournament because I was the highest rated player in that section, the under 2200. I was rated 2192 or 2197, and it was incredible. I ended up winning. I went 5.5 from 6. I won the tournament. Then after that, I went to the World Open, and I played in the under 2400 section, and I only lost one game in that whole tournament. There's a funny story there. They were trying to accuse me of cheating, but they never caught me. Like they isolated me from everybody. It was just it was a bad experience. But I became a FIDE master after that tournament, and my rating skyrocketed after those two events. And I'm probably thinking of doing the same thing because I think that if I just apply myself and I play a couple of more tournaments, my rating could most certainly improve. I mean, when I play against titled players like IMs and GMs, I typically draw the games, or I could beat the IMs, and so I'm thinking that I could very well be a decent player. So now that I told you all that, what helped me a lot as a chess player coming up was that I had a passion for chess, and that is something that that I believe in heavily, and that this whole thing that I do with chess and learning, which is what I want people to experience. I want them to develop a passion and to believe what I believe in. That if you develop a passion in life, you never cease to grow, and so. It's just a great thing. You develop a discipline, and you have a hobby and a passion for life. It's just it's incredible. So I'm pretty sure everybody could appreciate something like that. And so things that helped me while I was growing up were that I had that passion and that interest, and so I went through the cumbersome task of reading 2 or 3 books so that I could kind of get better acquainted with the concepts in chess. And chess has something that's partially very difficult, and that's that it's infinite in nature. And something that's because I think that chess is a little more complicated than playing a musical instrument, because even though music is infinite just like chess, it's not the amount of data that there is in chess. Like, let's say if you're going to learn an opening, it's a lot easier to hear yourself play an instrument better and better than to see yourself or understand yourself playing chess better and better. So the only way to get better at chess when there is just tons of data is to surround yourself with as many resources as possible. Things like this channel, like books, like other videos that you could find on the internet. You could ask me and I could recommend them to you. And when you surround yourself with all this information, if you put in a period of time of doing this, you're going to eventually stop being intimidated by all the material, and then you'll start owning the material. It becomes second nature, and eventually it's no longer difficult, and you could basically navigate through all the information and take advantage of it. So I hope that everybody that watches this video gets to know me a little bit better. I really appreciate your comments and your feedback. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, and to comment and ask me questions. I have no problem whatsoever answering them for you. And okay, I look forward to speaking to you, and I'll see you around. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.